sounds. 100 years ago, someone wrote that in the Big Bend, rainbows wait for the rain, that at night the mountains go away to play with other mountains. The Big Bend is a cowboy movie desert, a good place to be a loner, if you're healthy.
Listen, the 42-year-old white male just came in the A center here, complaining of just kind of general not feeling good, splitting headache.
I've had a headache for about 3 days, really.
Not every call is a siren-blaring, light-flashing race through the desert. John and Ann are as likely to get walk-ins at their Terlingua Medics Aid Center. Just about every piece of equipment they have was donated. The ambulance was a gift from the manufacturer and a beer company. Willie Nelson gave them the EKG monitor. And the Terlingua, Texas Chili Cook-Off has pledged money to the medics. Even with that help, John's salary last year was only $4,000. Ann's was about $1,500. They are paramedics, not doctors, and they want their patients to know it. But out here in the Big Bend, there's no one else to turn to.
For a lot of people, it's a convenience for them. And for a few people, it's the difference between life and death.
Big Bend National Park is the size of the state of Rhode Island. Each of its 1,000 visitors a day could be an accident victim. Every one of its Rio Grande River trips, a potential disaster park rangers couldn't handle.
Our closest hospital is about 110 miles. If we have a serious injury, if we have something where we need to stabilize somebody, we have to have services. And John is those services.
It could take 2 hours or more for the ambulance to reach a patient. So at night, the Terlingua medics teach anybody willing to learn emergency medical skills. At 16, John Alexander watched a man die waiting for an ambulance because nobody knew what to do. He vowed it would never happen again if he could help it.
There are times when I wonder why I'm here, and I think about what we do. Such a beautiful area, how lucky I am to be here, how important what we do is to other people and to ourselves. I feel like we're making a difference.
Martha Teichner, CBS News.
Keep your hand behind your back.
Stop anytime you want. Once you come to a full stop and just relax, feel your weight, all your weight on the road. No strength at all to hold you there. Yep.
Here we are at Mont Chateau in Morgantown, West Virginia, with Deb and Bob. And Scott's taking his first rock climb, rappelling lesson, down about a 15-foot face at the state park. Getting the feel of the rope, learning to relax, backing down.
Is it better to stay on your toes?
Yeah, just stay on your toes.
Yeah, you're all right. Good job.
Margie says, uh-oh. Take your steering off, yeah.
That D-ring heats up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I could have those smaller gloves that you had.
Oh, okay.
There.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How'd you like it?
Margie's preparing to take her first climb. Bob's giving her some moral support, last-minute instruction.
Ain't that right?
Sure is. Now, it looks better if you don't wave or look at the camera and just act natural. You look funny if you... making her first tentative steps. The small rock at the base of the rock face. Bob is coaxing her on, giving her some last-minute pointers, explaining that she has to lean out far out and put her weight on the rope and control the figure of 8 with her right hand, which is behind her back. It's very difficult at first to learn to trust the rope and lean back enough to put the friction on it, especially when you feel the emptiness behind you. It's best not to look down, but look forward at the rope. It's also difficult to learn to relax. I found myself clenching my left hand very tightly around the rope, even though it had no support from that point. She's doing real well, leaning back and inching the rope through. The next point is when she slides her right foot down the face a small bit. Doing real well. Got good lateral extension. She's inching her feet down the cliff face. Here I'm shuffling. Starting to feel a little more comfortable. Now she can feel all the weight there.
Stop yourself from cleaving and hold yourself and feel how little strength you actually use.
Actually a pretty stressful situation up there, feeling the learn to trust the rope, overcoming your instincts not to lean back. That's the figure of 8 that I referred to. Friction device for controlling the speed of the rope going through.
Sorry, my legs tight.
And she's about down. Another 3 feet to go.
Stop and hold yourself there, Margie. Just relax.
You're only 3 feet off the ground.
You can just sit there now.
Yeah. The first step is the killer.
I know, isn't it that?
Come on, Dad, let's run them down again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you guys can stay down here and I can go do it.
Ah.
There goes Debbie.
What do you think?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
She needs a little Indoral 10 milligrams about an hour before.
More to sheer face.
How do your...
Hey, I'm not going to do this.
Mine felt real good.
Mine felt good too.
Should this be on back light, too?
I don't know, Scott. Do a little running commentary as you go along.
Deb's ready to take her first big step. Notice how her hands are behind her back, or her hand is. And the other one's loosely on the rope.